following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer postseason basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball is brought to you by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. The Lincoln Hampton Inn. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool along with competitive rates. James Siddons, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Hair and Nail Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. The Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves through offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers Walking Program on Wednesdays and the 8th Annual LMH Market, opening May 20th. Moriarty Insurance Services, your local, family-owned independent insurance agency for over 50 years. Located at 617 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, contact Kyle or Lindsay about 4% guaranteed interest for 6 years. Phone 217-732-7341. Gator Logistic Materials. Don't waste your time and money dealing with brokers and distributors for your company's packaging and shipping supplies. Chomp through the red tape and buy directly from manufacturers right here in Illinois. Buy from Gator. Reach out at gatorlm.com for more information and a quote. Doug and Tina Lowry, big fans of Lady Railer basketball. Tartar Brothers Mechanical at 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln and online at tartarbrothers.com. Holmes Farms, growing for the future. Learn more at facebook.com/holmesfarms or call 217-306-4785. The Johnson Family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for 50 years. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 1716 Tremont Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-5835. The Lincoln Banking Center, a division of the First National Bank in Tremont, your local bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Bees Landscaping, for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East in Lincoln, across from Lincoln Christian University. Call 217-732-4300. Tracy Welch, Mayor, City of Lincoln. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company. Spend less time managing your money with State Bank of Lincoln digital banking options. State Bank of Lincoln, helping you plan for those moments while living in the moment. State Bank of Lincoln is an equal housing lender. Visit hbtbank.com/sblincoln. LCHS Lady Railer Alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer Basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer postseason basketball.
Good evening, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Lady Railer Basketball here on WLCN 96.3 FM as both the Lady Railers and the Highland Bulldogs make their way onto the floor. Some 58 years ago, Duncan Reed came from Pekin to Lincoln Community High School to be the head basketball coach after being an assistant to Dawson Doughty Hawkins over at Pekin. For some reason, Duncan Reed did not like the name Rail Splitters, so he found a shortened version of it, coined the name Railers, and it has stuck ever since. Thanks to the efforts of some parents, some kids, and some administrators, in 1972-73, Reed's last year at Lincoln High School, and arguably his most successful season, the Lincoln Lady Railers came on board as the first ever women's basketball team in the history of Lincoln Community High School. The moniker Lady being given to them to set them apart from the Lincoln boys team. Tonight we sail into history as the Lincoln Lady Railers attempt to become the first team in Lincoln history to win 35 consecutive games, coming to this game 34-0 against a very good Highland Bulldog team, 26-7. Highland coming out of the Mississippi Valley Conference, the champions there with a 9-1 record, and of course Lincoln with an unblemished record as the Apollo Conference champions. Both teams on the floor warming up. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute word from some of those fine sponsors that have come on board. When I come back, I'll be joined by the coach, Kerry Froby, as we break down tonight's matchup between Lincoln and Highland. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN FM.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Back at the West Gym in Taylorville on historic Dolph Stanley Court. The connection to Logan County, Dolph Stanley coached at Mount Pulaski for a few years before going other places, Taylorville being one of those, and having a perfect 45-0 season here at Taylorville with future Illinois ball player Ron Bontemps, who fathered future Illinois player Kevin Bontemps, and future Michigan coach Johnny Orr played here at Taylorville High School on that 45-0 team. Well, Coach, One more step to go before we make it to Redbird Arena. These girls seem focused. They were focused during the Rochester game. They haven't lost focus all year. I don't expect anything less tonight.
No, just talking to a few of them before the game, they seem relaxed. Put in a lot of practice yesterday. Got up some good shots. Even with the John Wells tournament going on in Lincoln, we got to say thank you to Hartsburg-Emden, who allowed the Lady Railers to go in and actually get into a gym, because as you know, Lincoln was hosting 160 teams here this weekend for the big John Welsh tournament. And then after that, went back and got some shooting practice once it cleared out. And then thanks to Lynn Paulus, she sponsored a meal from Nancy's for them last night. So I think they're focused. They know what they got to do, and it's just a game they've been playing since they were 5 years old. It's the same game.
Lincoln beat Rochester 53-23 to advance in the sectional final at Rochester on Rochester's home floor to advance to tonight's super-sectional game here against Highland at Taylorville. Coach, one thing about that game, it was a little bit of a struggle in the first half. The defense really kicked up, I would say, in the third quarter. The second and third quarter, Rochester scored 10 points in the first quarter and only 13 the rest of the game, including, I think, 7 in the second quarter and 3 or 4 in the third quarter.
Yeah, we came out, we talked about that. We came out a little flat on our heels. We thought Rochester had kind of slowed it up a little bit, and we were playing on our heels, just weren't getting out and putting on the ball pressure, and Kaylin Reed was able to knock down a couple threes. And so, but we, got settled in and played our ball game the rest of the game. So
Lincoln has won 2 super-sectionals in their 50-year history, or actually 51-year history, this being the 51st season of Lady Railer basketball, the 50th anniversary. Both times they brought home hardware from the state tournament. In 1978, Jan Bowers and company brought home the second place trophy after losing to Kathy Boswell and Joliet in the title game. And then about 20 years later, Steph Reichley, Angie Bossingham and that group brought home the fourth place trophy to Lincoln. So this group looking to bring home the hardware, and they've got their eyes set on that big state tournament trophy.
They do, and if anybody have known these girls for so many years, they have had that on their radar since they were little, and nothing's going to stop them. So they're going to get out here. They're going to give up their all. They're going to give you everything they've got. They've prepared. The coaches have prepared them. We talked about being nervous. Of course, you're going to have those little butterflies, but nervousness comes from being unprepared, and these girls are prepared.
Highland is coached by Clint Hamilton. Again, they're 26-7 coming into this game. Champions of the Mississippi Valley Conference. They beat Mount Vernon 66-54 to advance through the Centralia sectional. In that game, their leading scorer, Grace Wilkie, had 29 points on 5 of 11 three-point shooting, and Larissa Taylor had added 16. Right now, Highland is averaging about 49 points a game, giving up 40.4 on defense. They do have some common opponents between Lincoln and Highland. Highland has beaten Chatham. They've beaten Collinsville. They beat Mattoon in one of the sectional games. So Highland comes into this game with a pretty impressive resume. Again, their leading scorer is number 15, Grace Wilkie, averaging 15-2 a game. Kind of similar in some ways to Lincoln, as they have one main scorer and then a number of girls that score, 7-8 points a game, and some role players on the team. Be interesting to see tonight how these two teams match up.
Yeah, exciting. If you're listening to us, then get yourself a pizza or something and sit back and enjoy this game and cheer loud from Lincoln for us.
We're going to send it back to the studio for yet another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have more of the pregame show. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN FM 96.3. Jay Harden, Kerry Froby, and of course Lloyd Kirby courtside here at Taylorville as time is winding down on the clock, and we're getting just about set to go with a big-time super-sectional matchup between the Bulldogs of Highland High School and the Lady Railers of Lincoln High School. We have a huge crowd in here at the West Gym in Taylorville, a huge Lincoln crowd sitting behind us. The Lady Railer alums are here in force. The students are here in force. It's going to get loud. This place is going to be rocking, Coach.
Yeah, most definitely. It's great to see all these Lincoln fans out here again supporting your Lady Railers. They've definitely earned it. And those of you that couldn't make it tonight, I know you're back home or different states, different countries even listening to Jay and I.
Why would they listen to anybody else? That makes no sense to me.
You know what? Doesn't everybody on a Monday night want to tune in and listen to Jay and Carrie?
Right.
So, hey, be ready. We're hoping the girls are going to come out just like they normally do. If you're looking out here right now and you can see Railer Nation showed up, the girls are focused, and we're ready to go. This has been I got to tell you, this has been the longest day in history. I'm thankful for a mom group that I'm in, but we were all like, what time is it now? What time is it now?
Jenna Bowman comes into this game, I believe, two three-pointers shy of breaking Angie Bossingham's record of 72 set in a season, so that must mean she's at the 71 mark, which is a statistic that I did not know coming into this game. So we're looking for Jenna Bowman, hopefully to have one of those hot shooting nights from the outside. But it looks to me, looking at some of the statistics for Highland, they've got some people that can shoot the three-pointer as well. Grace Wilkie, 78 for 194, shooting right at the 40% mark from the three-point line. And I thought the girls did a good job of covering Kaylin Reed from Rochester. We know she can shoot the basketball.
Right. And if I've watched a little bit of film on Highland, and she likes the baseline shot, kind of like Jenna. And we know that the 1-2-2, we got to get out there. And I thought we've done a much better job the last couple games getting out on that baseline shooter, going against the 1-2-2. So.
I wouldn't say Highland's got a great deal of size, but Larissa Taylor is a pretty good size girl. Obviously, I'm sure she plays quite a bit inside. One thing that was concerning, Coach, was that Rochester was able to get the ball in early on into the middle of the 1-2-2, go to Emma Dixon, and Emma Dixon was able to turn around and hit some of those 10 to 15 footers. What I thought the defense did really good against Rochester was they did not let her make those cross-court passes to their shooters.
Right, you are correct. And I honestly think, just talking, that was actually the game plan a little bit, was to let it inside the lane there. We were willing to give that up a little bit, at that point, and then we made some adjustments. So
it's time to check tonight's list of the games, sponsored by Me Realty. List your home with Me Realty, as I almost ate a basketball.
I saved his life, guys.
When it's time, she did. It's a good catch. When it's time to sell, if you're looking to buy, check the listings at MeRealty.com. Okay, 3 keys to tonight's game.
All right, for me, one.
For the Lady Railers, not for you.
Well, from me, I didn't know.
Okay.
From me, I didn't know if you had your own or.
No.
All right, so one for me is going to be that we've got to get out, like what we just talked about. We've got to get out to the three-point line and get them off the line for the three-point shooters. Our closeouts have to be high. Second, we've got to do a much better job on weak side rebounding. Last game, I don't think we rebounded as well. That first quarter, we missed a couple key rebounds right at the beginning. So my second one is just getting in the weak side rebound, because I think if we get in place, it's going to be a huge difference. And then the third one, which I always think for us, is our defense got to lead to our offense. So, and that's going to be one all season long, is our defense has to feed our offense. Which
has happened all season long. These girls have done an excellent job of converting the defense into offense. Tell you folks, if you're doing some scoreboard watching tonight, Peoria Central has made it to the Final 8. They are actually, though, in the top bracket coming to the state tournament. If the winner of this game will play the winner, I believe, of Lombard, Montini, and Deerfield, that super-sectional winner, and that would be at 11:45 a.m. on Friday. The winner between whoever wins between Peoria and their opponent, and the other opponent plays at 10 a.m. Thank goodness we would not be in the 10 a.m. game.
No. I like that 11:45 a.m. Game time, and just being 30 minutes down the road. So hey, one game at a time though. We're gonna focus on this one, and the student sections are already starting to
Real quick, Coach, I thought that Piper Whiteman and Tori Garretts did a really good job.
Yes.
Rochester had some big girls, especially Emma Dixon, and I think that a freshman they sent out there was very big. But I thought that after maybe the first quarter, Tori Garretts and Piper Whiteman did a good job of really getting physical and pushing those girls out of the lane.
I agree completely. The other thing too that I think like Tori Garretts has been doing a nice job with is she has some really great post moves, and you see that. We've seen it in the last few games where she gives that up and under and rip and go through and get to the basket. She's money from the free throw line area, and Piper Whiteman does a great job. She's got her teammates back, and she tells you that. She's like, I'm in there to bang right now. That's my role, and she does a fantastic job at that.
Lincoln averaging just a little over 68 points a game, giving up 28.97 points per game. Chloe Frobe leading the way at 27 point per game average. Both Jenna Bowman and Becca Heitzig averaging in double figures, and the return of Becca Heitzig has been a welcome sight for this Lincoln Lady Railer basketball team. Not only does she give an added element of offense with that stop and pop 10-footer, but her ability to pass and handle a basketball is invaluable to this Lady Railer team. Tell you what, folks, we're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 1 minute and 30-second timeout. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups for tonight's 3A Super-Sectional from Taylorville. You're listening to Lady Railer basketball on WLCN FM 96.3.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments. Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart, and so they need you to stand with them.
Taylorville High School. We're going to turn to Coach Carrie Frobe and ask you, Coach, give us the starting lineups for tonight's basketball game.
And first starter out for the Lincoln Lady Railers, number 24, T.G. Tori Garrett. Next, a guard, number 1, Taryn Stolzenberg. Becca Heitzig. And at another guard, or forward guard, let's say, number 14, Jenna Bowman. And the last starter out for the Railers, number 5, Chloe Froby. And now, first starter for Highland, number 24, Larissa Taylor. Number 5, Abby Schultz. Number 1, Lauren Moss. Number 10, Addison Krask, senior. And the last starter, number 15, is Grace Wilkie, another senior.
So it looks to me like they start 3 seniors and a junior. Of course, Lincoln starting an all-junior lineup with Piper Whiteman, the sophomore, being, call it the 6th man. As we get set to go, Highland in their white uniform, home uniforms, trimmed in red and black. Lincoln in the traveling green uniforms, trimmed in red and white. Chloe Froby out at the center circle. She'll jump it up against Larissa Taylor. Larissa Taylor looks like she's got about 3 inches on Chloe Froby out there. So we'll see who gets the opening tip. We're set to go. 8 minutes on the clock. First quarter about to begin. Here we go. Tip is up and controlled by Lincoln. Tip back to Bowman. Heitzig the basketball across the timeline. Highland in a man-to-man defense. Becca drives in, looks for the cutter, gets it to Froby. Froby around a double screen. 18-footer up and good! Chloe Froby draws first blood. Lincoln up 2-0 off the double screen. Hit the 18-footer, and Froby knocks it away. Froby pass Heitzig, and a foul.
There we go, girls. Oh, sorry, see, they've already gonna have to turn me down.
Foul is on Lauren Moss. That'll be her first and the team's first. Stolzenberg to inbound underneath the Lincoln basket. She looks, had Garrett's now gets it into Garrett's. Garrett's kick out Bowman, 3 on the way. In and out, rebound Froby underneath, 5-footer up. Got it! 4-0 the Lincoln lead, 7:31 to go. Wilkie in the backcourt. Ahead to
get there,
Krask.
Chloe. Oh.
Ball knocked away, no.
We almost
an over and back violation. They get it across the timeline to Wilkie. Wilkie goes in the corner to Krask.
Double dribble.
No, double dribble with the basketball.
She could have been either one.
4-0 if you just joined us. Lincoln ahead, just about the 7-minute mark of the first quarter. Froby around a couple of screens, back to Bowman. Bowman loads up the 3 again. In and out, no good. And all Highland shirts under the basket. As coming up the floor is number 1, Moss. Moss, their point guard. Moss looks in the corner, goes into corner to number 5. That is Schultz. In the corner to Wilkie. Wilkie, ball batted away, nearly grabbed Schultz out of the corner. 3 on the way, back of the iron, no good. Rebound goes to Krask, long rebound. Krask in the lane, looks, gets it to Taylor. Taylor quickly out front to Moss. Moss goes down the lane, tries to pass it in there. Good steal by Stolzenberg, good interior defense. And Lincoln on the run. Here comes Heitzig, layup time, got it!
Got it! Becca Heitzig for 2.
And a timeout going to be taken by Clint Hamilton. A 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. We need to talk about some of those wonderful sponsors that have come on board. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game. Located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. Check out listings at merealty.com.
Joe Ryan, Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385.
The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need.
The Lincoln DARE program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. Coach, we've seen this happen before. The Lincoln ladies get out to and have forced the other coach to burn a timeout early on.
Yeah, well, was it Champaign Central 3 in the first quarter, right?
Yes.
So let's just keep it going. Right there.
And they're in trouble. Froby steals it. Froby layup time. Up and got it. 6:13 to go, and the Lincoln ladies up 8-0, and the defense is working. Moss in the backcourt, still in the backcourt. They're in trouble.
We gotta get middle.
Wilkie gets it to Taylor. Taylor up the floor quickly to Schultz. Nearly traveled with the basketball. Throws it back out front. Moss to Wilkie. Wilkie was going to load that three up. Moss the basketball against the Lincoln defense. Moss goes in the corner. Schultz. They go inside Taylor. Lob it over the defense, and a foul on Lincoln.
I'm not sure it's going to be on Bowman or...
Foul is on Jenna Bowman. That'll be her first and the team's first. Both student sections getting real rowdy here tonight. The Lincoln student section came out in force, as did all of Lincoln and Logan County. Can't be anybody left back at home.
Is that a record? I think we just broke another record, Jay.
First free throw is up and good, and you folks watching us on YouTube, we see on the chat, folks, we're proud as punch that you joined us tonight. Hey, go on Twitter, tweet your seat, hashtag WLCN or hashtag Lady Railers. Both free throws made by Taylor, so it's 8-2, the Lincoln lead. Froby into the front court. Again, Highland and a man-to-man seem to be concentrating quite a bit on Chloe Froby, trying to double-team her. Froby drives in the lane. Stolzenberg out of the corner. Three, no good. Rebound battle, and Taylor grabs it out of there. Taylor ahead to Moss, and Highland's going to want to push the ball now to try and beat the press. They do. Highland into the front court. Froby in there. Nice pass to Schultz. Up, no good. Rebound. Taylor just went right up and got it and puts it in.
The boxing out that I told you we are desperately going to need tonight. We've got to make sure we're making contact.
8-4 the Lincoln lead. Heitzig looking for the back cut with Froby. In the corner, Froby. Froby again goes in the lane. Froby against three players and knocked down, and we got somebody on the floor. Two players on the floor. Froby's on the floor. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Highland on the shot. Oh, and we have one girl from Highland down, and she looks to be hurt. Not sure if she hit her head.
So is she cramping a little bit, or?
Hard to tell from this angle.
Yep.
And the Highland coach out, and both teams going to their respective benches. 5:06 to go in the quarter, if you just joined us. Lincoln up 8-4. And the size of Larissa Taylor playing a little havoc with the interior defense of Lincoln.
Yep, we see this when we play Taylorville with the Maisie Fleming, and sometimes we just start to cheat out and we don't make contact when we rebound. So these are just some adjustments we're going to need to make here in this quarter and the rest of the ball game. Is when a shot goes up, we got to make sure we're making contact with her.
I was trying to look over here at the Highland bench to see who is not there, and I think number one,
I think it's
Moss.
number one, yeah.
It's number one, Lauren Moss. She's went down hard.
Maybe got the wind knocked out of her a little bit.
And she's sitting up. And she will be helped to her feet, and she's going to be shaken up and head off the floor. So nice round of applause for Lauren Moss from both sides of Dolph Stanley Court tonight, as Chloe Froby will go to the free throw line and have two shots. And the foul had been called on number 24, and that was on Larissa Taylor, and that is her first foul. So far as Lincoln has done a good job on their shooters, they have not really gotten much of a look from outside.
No, our interior is kind of...
Froby makes the free throw, 9-4 the Lincoln lead. Coach, as we say, free throws are always important in any basketball game, but especially in postseason play.
Yeah, as the games get tougher and tougher down the road.
Got them both. 10-4 the Lincoln lead, 5:05 to go here in the first quarter. Into the game, number 3, Jordan Bircher, a freshman. She can shoot it too. Taylor had the ball knocked away and a foul on Froby.
Not sure that was a foul, but
I think if she had not gotten her maybe with the body, she would have gotten the steal.
Yeah.
I think that was what the call was.
Maybe.
She batted away and then bumped her with the body. Into the game, Piper Whiteman for Lincoln. So already Taylor Rohrer going to her bench to try and get a little more physicality in there and push Larissa Taylor out. Bircher, the three-pointer, got it. Again, she can shoot it. She's just a freshman, but that gives them an added dimension coming in the basketball game. Froby quickly ahead. Heitzig, 10-footer up. No good. Short, might have been partially blocked. Taylor the rebound out of there. Bircher quickly up the floor. Goes to Wilkie. Wilkie to Bircher. Bircher in the corner. Shot
one.
Up, no good. Rebound, Lincoln. So Sophie Schroeder, another freshman in the basketball game. Way long on a three. Heitzig drops down. right side. Back out Frobe. Frobe the basketball. Goes in the corner, Bowman. Bowman around a pick. Looking for somebody. Gets it to Heitzig. Heitzig drives baseline. Good pass, Whiteman. Whiteman traveled with the basketball.
Yeah, she did. Not sure why she just didn't go up with that shot. Kind of hesitated. She second-guessed herself, and I think she maybe thought she was going to come in and swat it, but
10-7, the Lincoln lead. I guess you could say right now Highland has somewhat weathered the storm.
Yep.
And managed to kind of creep back into this one. 10-7 the lead. Lincoln, Schroeder in the corner. Schroeder back out front, Wilkie. And now Highland going to look maybe to spread it out a little bit and look to go inside to Taylor. They go Schroeder. Schroeder in the corner, Wilkie. Ball batted away and off Heitzig and out of bounds.
Yeah, the momentum has kind of shifted a little bit here. You can kind of feel it. Lincoln came out with that quick lead, and Highland seems to now have settled down a little bit and are now just trying to spread out our zone and work it inside, I think.
Bircher, Schultz, back to Bircher. In the corner, Wilkie. They're looking inside Taylor. Back out front, Schultz. They go in the corner, Schroeder. Schroeder out front, Schultz. Schultz nearly traveled the basketball. Schultz in a little trouble to Bircher. Bircher in the corner, Wilkie. 3 out of the corner, up and no good. Rebound, batted away. Schroeder couldn't get it. And batted away to Schultz as Bowman tried to get interior position, but the long rebound went to Highland. Out front, Bircher. Bircher looking to do something. Goes in the corner again. Wilkie, lefty up, no good. Long rebound, and here comes Frobe on the run. Lincoln girls on the run. Batted away by Bircher. She's going to get called for the foul. Jordan Bircher, the freshman, gets her first foul, and that'll be the third on the Bulldogs. 3:04 to go here in the first quarter. Lincoln inbound, side court, front court, just in front of the Highland streaming or Highland radio folks.
Yeah, that's a smart play by the freshman, number 3, not giving up the layup and taking a foul there.
Frobe, the spin move as the Lincoln ladies kind of clear the lane out for her. Now looking again, Heitzig to Frobe. Frobe picked up her dribble, looking for Bowman. Hand off to Bowman. Highland doing a nice job switching out front on the picks. Frobe, nice spin move in the lane, goes down the lane, up and good, over Larissa Taylor. 12-7 the Lincoln lead. Bircher in the backcourt. Bircher still in the backcourt, goes to Wilkie. Wilkie throws it ahead to Taylor. Taylor almost traveled with the basketball. Schroeder layup good.
We've got to get to the middle. Our middle of our press is wide open, so what's happening is we got a 3-on-2 situation going on with our backs. And
Whiteman, 3 out of the corner, no good. Rebound goes to Highland, and Wilkie comes out of there with it. Quickly up ahead to Schroeder. Back to Bircher. Bircher, Krask. Out front, Bircher, Krask. Krask corner, Wilkie. They're looking inside to Taylor. Whiteman doing a nice job of bodying up on her. Out front, Bircher. Bircher thought about the pass to the left wing. Back out front, Krask. They're being very patient. And now a foul on Jenna Bowman for the reach. Abby Schultz back in the basketball game, coming in for Sophie Schroeder for Highland, as they'll have the ball right in front of the scorer's table, right next to the Lincoln bench, side court, front court. Bircher and Krask playing catch with it out near the volleyball lane. They go to Schultz. Schultz, ball nearly stolen away, goes inside Taylor. Taylor thought she moved the pivot foot, and the crowd did too. Wilkie tried to go baseline. Nice cutoff by Whiteman. Krask, the push off on Heitzig, no call. Out front, Bircher to Krask. Bircher and the Lincoln defense tested here. Minute 26 to go. Wilkie nearly traveled the basketball. Krask goes down the lane, throws it up, didn't get it. Rebound, Krask knocked it out of bounds. Lincoln basketball.
Yeah, Lincoln's looking for that travel, but they're just not seeming to. The officials must be seeing something different. But
and now Highland's going to do what other teams have done. Basically belly up on Chloe Frobe, the full 84 feet. So we get it to Heitzig. Heitzig traveled with the basketball.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe she did.
She did. This is kind of what we saw that first quarter in Rochester, so we're just making some mental mistakes here. This last few minutes, we got to get our composure back. Like here, we need to close the trap.
Bircher ahead to Schultz, now back to Bircher. They still haven't got across the timeline. Now they go across the timeline to Krask. Krask, again, pushing off again with that out arm. Pushing off again. Stolen by Garrett. Garrett's to Frobe, 54 seconds to go. Froby the basketball. Froby going to go down the lane. Nice pass. Garrett's ball knocked out of bounds. Lincoln basketball. Lincoln inbound under their own basket. Stolzenberg to inbounds. Looking for somebody. Gets it to Whiteman. Whiteman, little spin. Whiteman, the kick out. Looking for somebody. Threw it to Froby. Froby chased it down. And now 39 seconds to go. It looks like Taylor Rohrer may want one shot here at the end of the quarter. Again, Lincoln up 12-9. Froby. Heitzig around the Whiteman screen. Inside to Whiteman. Ball knocked away, and Bircher's going to get called, I think, for her second foul.
I think you're correct. She reached over Piper Whiteman's back as Piper was making that cut down the rails.
Jordan Bircher, her second foul. Highland already with 4 fouls. And Jordan Bircher going to go to the sidelines, and Lauren Moss, who went down hard, wind knocked out of her, comes back into the basketball game. 27.5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Stolzenberg again to inbounds, looking for somebody. Kicks it out, long pass. Froby, 3 on the way. Got it! Collision concept, bang! A three-pointer for Chloe Froby. 15-9, the Lincoln lead. Lauren Moss in a little bit of trouble in the backcourt. In trouble. Throws it to Wilkie.
There's got to be closer.
Krask.
Yes!
10-second call.
We called a timeout.
And that's the second timeout that Clint Hamilton has had to burn here in the quarter. And it is a 30-second timeout. Remind you of many of our fine sponsors who've come on board. The Hampton Inn in Lincoln. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool and whirlpool, along with competitive rates. Uncle James Siddons, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. Call Brad at Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois. Over 40 years experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Where Lloyd goes, ask for the Kirby at Blades Hair and Nail Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Well, Clint Hamilton had to burn his second 30-second timeout as they do break the press. Here they come. Out front, Krask over to Moss. Moss thought about throwing up the shot. Krask, the three-pointer at the gun. Up, no good. Froby the rebound at the end of one quarter. It is Lincoln 15 and Highland 9. We'll send it back to the studio for a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have more Lady Railer basketball here on WLCN FM 96.3. Shot up and no good by Becca Heitzig. Missed the first of 2 free throws. And again, wholesale substitutions. Yeah. Grace Wilkie, Krask back in the basketball game. And number 23 making her first appearance in the basketball game. I'll have to see who. Sophie Fleming is making her first appearance. Number 23. Becca Heitzig, second one up and got it. 21-11, a 10-point Lincoln lead. 4:57 to go here in the half. Wilkie to Bircher to Wilkie. Wilkie ahead to Taylor. Taylor nearly threw the ball away. Fleming nearly traveled with the basketball. Out front, Bircher. She might load that thing up. In the corner, Krask. Shot 3, rebound. No good. Rebound. Heitzig let it go out of bounds. Smart play by Becca Heitzig.
Yep.
One of the Lincoln girls going to need to come back here into the backcourt as Piper Whiteman comes in, and no, they get it into Froby. Froby against the freshman will kick it over to Heitzig, and Becca will bring the ball up the floor against Sophie Fleming. Becca around Fleming. Good shovel pass. Garrett's up
and good.
What
pass
a shovel pass by Becca Heitzig to Tori Garretts, and Tori in the right place at the right time. And again, it looks like they're in a little bit of trouble. They're still in the backcourt, and that's got to be 4 or 5 seconds already to Bircher. And
there we go.
Call.
Good job.
Another one.
Lady Railers really pulling that defense on right now.
23-11 the Lincoln lead, and the Lincoln crowd going nuts at this point. A huge crowd behind us, a huge crowd from Highland. Talk about an atmosphere. This building is electric right now as Piper Whiteman will inbound.
Electric and a little steamy.
Yes.
Just going to say that.
Will inbound side court, front court, kick it in the back court to Froby. And Chloe will bring it across the timeline. Chloe against the freshman. Chloe, nice little spin move. Step back, 15-footer. Got it. 25-11 the Lincoln lead. And I think Chloe has realized who's guarding her and what she can do against her. The freshman in trouble again, still in the backcourt, between the legs dribble. She's a good ball handler. And look at that, ball batted away. Close to a 10-second call, and a foul going to be called.
Who are they going to call? On Taryn?
That is on Taryn Stolzenberg.
By Taryn.
And I think that is her first. Team's 5th on Lincoln. Fouls even at 5-5. Knocked away by Garrett's. Garrett's trying to get back on defense. They go inside to Schultz. Ball overthrown her. Stolzenberg to Froby. Froby on the run. Here comes Lincoln on the run against Bircher. Left-handed layup. Got it. 27-11. 3:32 to go here in the half. Bircher in the backcourt. Gets it across to Moss. Moss into the front court. Krask in the corner. Quick 3. Up and no good. Rebound Heitzig.
Chin it back.
Heitzig now on the run against Bircher. And Jordan Bircher trying to keep up with her.
Keep running them.
To Froby. Again, it is real steamy in here. It must be 90 degrees in here, folks. But knowing how Coach Al keeps the gyms at Lincoln High School with the boilers going, the girls are probably used to it by this point.
Well, not only that, like I would have keep pushing them right now because we've got them on their heels. We've been running and running. I think they're getting tired. So
Froby, handoff Heitzig. Becca, lane opens up, gets it to Whiteman. Piper, smart move, kick back Becca. Becca around the pick, goes inside Froby, trying to post up Chloe. Ball batted away. That wasn't really a good pass. It was thrown away. And Moss into the front court. Wilkie, left-handed 3 up, no good. Rebound Bircher. Bircher goes up 5-footer. Good block by Chloe. Used both hands straight up. Got the block into Heitzig. Here comes Lincoln the other way. 2:30 to go. Heitzig down the lane. Ball batted away. Heitzig goes on the floor to save it and knocked it out of bounds. Substitution for Highland. Larissa Taylor coming back in the game.
We got Mia Clark checking in too for Piper Whiteman to give Piper a little break here. She's been working really hard down there against their big and really battling. She's doing her role.
Quickly ahead to Taylor. Mia Clark with a nice steal. Good defense by Mia Clark. 2:18 to go. Froby, left wing. Froby going to drive in the lane against Bircher. Bircher flopped. Taylor fouled her. Larissa Taylor fouled her.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, I don't agree with Clint Hamilton. Bircher flopped on trying to draw the charge. May sound like homerism, but folks, she did flop. And the foul's going to be on Larissa Taylor, her second. So now if you're Clint Hamilton, do you keep her in or do you take her out before she gets 3 here in the first half? Froby, the first one up and good.
You know what? In a game like this, you got to let your star players play.
There is no tomorrow.
Right. So I would think he's going to keep her in.
Froby. Up and rolled them both home. 29-11 the Lincoln lead. by Frobe. Frobe, nice pass, Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg kick, Garrett's blocked from behind.
Go back
and they're going to kick it out quickly to Wilkie. Wilkie, layup time coming, didn't get it. Rebound battle for Garrett's comes out of there with it. Garrett's to Heitzig. Heitzig quickly ahead, Frobe, 3 on the way. Got it! Bang, a collision concept 3. That was from 22 feet.
Just exploded.
That was from 22 feet. 32-11 the Lincoln lead. 1:40 to go here in the half. Moss quickly up the floor, going to take it all the way against Clark. Throws it up and drew the foul.
You know what? Mia was straight up, but she turned her body just a tad bit. So if you're watching that at home, when you see that straight up, hey, good play by the freshman. She tried to stay straight up, and hey, she didn't let her make the layup. So
Lauren Moss goes to the free throw line. Highland in the bonus now. So is Lincoln. Up and didn't get it. Still 32-11. Sophie Schroeder in the basketball game for Highland as Larissa Taylor sits down. So Clint Fleming got her out of there probably at the right time. Second one coming for Lauren Moss. Up and got it. Got the second free throw, 32-12, the Lincoln lead. Heitzig inbounds, and now Highland going to pull it on a full court man-to-man press, well, a token press, as Heitzig gets the ball to Frobe. Frobe going to take Bircher again down the lane, 5-footer, got it. 24 for Chloe Frobe, 34-12, the Lincoln lead. 1:20 to go here in the half.
Cut it off, Mia.
Moss in the backcourt, and Mia was unable to stop her. They get it to Wilkie quickly. 3 on the way, up, no good. Heitzig hauls down the rebound. Lincoln doing a great job on the weak side rebounding right now. Heitzig going to take it in, 10-footer, got it. Oh my! 36-11, a minute to go in the half.
Keep pressuring.
Highland still in the backcourt. Schroeder behind the Lincoln defense. They didn't see her. There's Schroeder in the corner. Couldn't do anything with the pass. Out front, Moss. Out front, Bircher.
They're looking to want to slow it down here.
Moss goes in the lane. Layup time. Didn't get it. Rebound, Garrett's. Garrett's to Frobe. 37 seconds to go here in the half. Will Taylor Rohrer play for one?
I would think so. Spread it out and maybe let Chloe take it to the basket. Or
Jordan Bircher, the freshman, is doing everything she can to guard Chloe Frobe, but Chloe has taken her to the hole several times and been able to convert. Frobe, Heitzig. Heitzig now with Bircher on her. Again, Highland switching out front. Lob pass Frobe. Frobe in the lane. Out front, Heitzig. Heitzig around the screen. Didn't get the screen. Frobe, 15-footer in the lane.
Yep, got it!
Oh, my!
Wait, did you just see emotion out of Chloe Frobe? Anybody?
38-12, the foul on Highland. Basket counts. The foul's on number 1, Lauren Moss.
All right, those of you that know and know this well, Chloe has a stoic face on her face. Most of the emotion from Chloe?
That is her third. That's Lauren Moss's third foul. 6.8 seconds to go. Frobe at the line. Up and got it. 27 now for Chloe Frobe in the first half. It's 39-12, the Lincoln lead. Piper Whiteman, the basketball game for Chloe Frobe. Coach, some of the Highland girls look a little bit on the tired side now.
Yeah, well, they don't see the pressure that you see from these girls. They run them the entire length of the floor.
Press the half-court shot up and no good at the end of the first half, and it's a standing ovation from a packed house, mostly Lincoln fans here at Taylorville. At the end of one half, Lincoln leads at 39-12. We're going to send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, Coach will have scoring, and we'll have the halftime show. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN FM 96.3.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Back here at the sauna that is known as the West Gym here in Taylorville on Dolph Stanley Court, where the Lady Railers have raced out to a 39-12 lead. The score at the end of one quarter, Coach, I believe was 15-9. Lincoln had the lead, and then only gave up 3 points in the second quarter while stretching that lead out to 27 points, scoring 24 there in the second quarter on some fine shooting and finally getting that running game going out just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. You know what? The big turnaround we did, I think we started to wear down, and we talk about this a lot, is we just wear teams down. With our defense, we start to force them into making bad shots, and that's what we want to do. At first, they were lobbing over us, but I got to give Piper Whiteman, Tori Garrett's credit down there, and Jenna Bowman for battling that big girl. They are oversized, Tori and Piper and Jenna are oversized. That girl, what is she listed at, 6'2", 6'3"?
I think so. We didn't see any sizes, but I think she's about 6'2", 6'3".
And they were trying to just lob right over the top of us, and Tori and Jenna and Piper have done a nice job bodying her down there. We've also done a good job about rebounding. We've got on that weak side rebound. Not so much the first quarter, but we picked it up again the second quarter. We settled in, kind of like at Rochester. I feel like that first quarter, we just weren't settled in, but we seem to have settled in, and we have wore down Highland.
Coach, the other thing we've talked about is that if you have troubles defending the interior and Lincoln doesn't have much size on the interior, your guards have to get enough pressure on their guards to keep them from making those entry passes. And really what the Lady Railers have done is the pressure's come in the backcourt. They've had to call a couple of timeouts. They've had a couple 10-second calls, and the girls have done a really good job of getting that pressure on. And really, Highland looks a little worn down here at halftime. From what we saw of the girls out there on the floor, they look worn down from the press.
You know what? That's worn down from the press. Offensively, they just haven't gotten anything clicking. I think they rely a lot on their outside shooting. And then what did the big girl, 9.9 points a game? Okay,
and she had 7. She had 7 in the first half, so she's almost to her average.
Right.
But Grace Wilkie, their leading scorer at 15-2, doesn't have a bucket yet. That's amazing. Right.
And so what we talk about is it seems like they relied on their outside shooting. We're shutting that down. So they were trying to go inside. We're starting to shut that down. So now you got to see what adjustments. And this is what I like to think, Jay. What are the coaches what's Highland coaches telling their girls? What adjustments are they going to make at halftime to stop the Lady Railers?
Lloyd is trying to get ahead of the scoreboard game. He texted me and said that Montini was ahead 15-14, or Deerfield was ahead 15-14 at the end of one quarter. However, the IHSA app has updated that. It is now 29-18, Deerfield over Montini with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. And thanks again to Grandpa Keith Johnson for cookies. Tina Lowry is down here invading our space here at the broadcast table.
Tina.
Diana Johnson Hightower is down here.
She's the official.
Hey, you made a smart move in extending your time here to March the 7th, didn't you?
My plane leaves back March 7th.
So Diana planned this perfectly. She's our good luck charm all the way from Texas.
Between the cookies and Diana showing up, yep, she is our good luck. She can't leave us now, so.
Bobby Verderber in attendance tonight. Jan Bowers and all the Lady Railer alums in attendance tonight. A huge crowd behind us. Don Jordan's in attendance tonight with his wife, and I don't think Don Jordan has missed a game. Lincoln Lady Railers or Boy Railers since the 1970s. I asked him about that earlier. He laughed about it. So a party atmosphere here at Taylorville right now is Lincoln up 39-12. Coach, why don't you go ahead and give us a scoring, if you would, please.
All right, we'll start with the Highland Bulldogs. They're led by Larissa Taylor with 6 points, Lauren Moss with 1, and Jordan Bersher with a 3-pointer. And for your Lincoln Lady Railers, Taryn Stolzenberg with a big 3, Tori Garretts with 2, Becca Heitzig with 7, and Chloe Frobe, Legion Lady Raiders, with 27.
Highland comes back onto the floor with 3:24 to go here, and a standing ovation from the Highland crowd. Clint Hamilton, not sure, what would you tell your team at halftime? You're down 39-12.
So that's what I was going to talk about.
Would you try and slow the pace down and get some easy buckets inside?
Well, you can't really slow the pace down because then the clock is on our side. There is no shot clock, so clock's on our side. So if you want to slow the ball down and do that, then great. But they're going to have to go back. They're going to probably try their inside-outside game. I have a feeling they're going to come out maybe in a box and one. They're going to try anything, triangle and 2, box and 1, whatever they can, just to maybe keep the ball out of Chloe's hands. And then this half is when the other girls got to step up, and they will. Highland
has had a few games this year from looking at their scores where they have scored in the 60-point range, but it looks to me like their game plan is designed around a half-court offense. They only average 49 a game. They do give up 40 a game, so there's not much margin of error there as far as the scoring differential goes. The question for you, Coach, is, okay, if you want to speed the game up, does that do something for Highland that they're not used to doing? In other words, if you had Larissa Taylor under the basket, maybe Larissa could grab rebounds and start flying your guards and kicking out to your guards and try for some fast break buckets.
Right.
But if that's not a style of play that you're used to, you're asking your kids to do something they're not be prepared to do.
Right, exactly. And when that happens, they start speeding it up. And what happens is a lot of times more mistakes are made, more mental mistakes are made because you're reacting a little bit quicker than you are used to, like you said before. And they also got to realize Highland, their one guard, number 1, is in a little bit of foul trouble. She's got 3. You got Larissa Taylor with 2, and Jordan Bersher,
the fine freshman, has got 2.
Right.
And Jordan Bersher can handle a basketball, but I really truly believe she's a freshman. She hasn't seen this kind of pressure before. Not only that, she's having to play a lot of defense against a Gatorade Player of the Year nominee and Chloe Frobe, and I think Chloe realized that at some point and said, "Nah, I'm taking you to the hole."
So Chloe and I watch film. Chloe she didn't want to watch any film. And I kind of told her who I thought, and Coach Farmer and Coach Rohr have talked about it, that if there's a mismatch, you got to use that to your advantage as soon as you see that. And I think the Lincoln Lady Railers did a good job this first half noticing the mismatch and capitalizing on it.
One thing we have not seen Lincoln do so far is Chloe has not posted much. She posted a little more in the Rochester game. And honestly, Coach, I think that if this continues, you can post Chloe up and get some easy buckets or some fouls inside.
I think so too. So
Lincoln to have the basketball right in front of us to start the second half as the clock winds down, and you can hear the crowd behind us encouraging the Lincoln Lady Railers, and the Highland fans try and get their Lady Bulldogs a little enthusiasm as they go back onto the basketball court. Becca Heitzig wearing that wrap on the left hand. Gets it into Frobe, and we start the second half here.
Let's see what they went. What did they go at?
And now it looks like maybe they're in a 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
In the corner, Bowman, 3 on the way, no good. And the ball hit the support, and it'll be out of bounds to Highland.
Okay, so that's kind of a different take. Not what I anticipated seeing coming out, but a 1-3-1. So we'll see what happens here, how we adjust to it.
Got a good look out of the corner on Bowman's behalf. Just couldn't get the shot down and hit the support. Highland still in the backcourt. Wilkie nearly traveled the basketball. Moss, spin move out front, goes in the corner, Wilkie, they're looking inside Taylor. She's pushing on Bowman. Now Garrett's will step in front of her and try and cut the pass off if they go inside. Out front, Moss. 7:27 to go. They go into Moss. Moss in the corner, Krask. Krask drives in, back out front, Moss.
We'll let them waste 2 or 3 minutes off the clock.
Moss drives down the lane, ball thrown up, no good. Ball batted out of her hands. She gets it, comes out of there with it to Krask. Krask back to Moss. Moss, Schultz. Schultz in the corner, Krask. Krask fakes the three, goes back out front, Moss. Moss, Schultz. Schultz. Cross-court pass to Moss. Moss going to drive in the lane again, throws it up. Bowman was standing there, and I think she's going to get nailed for the foul. Let's see, that could be 3 on Jenna Bowman.
So here's where I have some issues. Like when that's out of control like that, then that's hard. But Jenna had slid over. She just needs to maybe keep herself planted a little bit more and get that charge.
Lauren Moss goes to the free throw line. Again, 39-12, a minute has run off the clock here. Moss makes the first of 2 free throws. Second one for Moss, up and got them both. 39-14, the Lincoln lead. Froby, the basketball in the backcourt, ahead to Heitzig. And again, Highland looks, let's see what they do here. Looks like he's going back into the man-to-man. They showed the 1-3-1, went back into the man-to-man. Lincoln got a good shot out of the corner, couldn't convert. Froby, kick to Heitzig. Heitzig around the Garrett screen. Heitzig goes down the lane. Heitzig looks to take the shot. No, Froby, 5-footer in the lane, good. Becca double teamed, found the open man, and Chloe Froby, and Froby hit a shot, actually was about 8 feet in the lane. Highland in trouble again in the backcourt. To Wilkie. Wilkie.
Ooh, that was close.
And Moss barely had both feet across the timeline when she got the pass. They go into Taylor. Taylor, kick out in the corner. Shot up and good by Krask. Krask hits a 3 out of the corner. 41-17, the Lincoln lead. Highland looks like maybe they're a little more comfortable now in their half-court offense. Heitzig, pass over to Froby. Froby going to go in the lane. Nice spin move. Froby, left-handed scoop. Got it.
All right, that was a pretty good move. I'm going to give
43-17. 5:56 to go here in the third. Cross-court pass nearly thrown away. They go across the court to Moss. Moss from Wilkie. Moss out front between the circles. Froby watching Taylor, trying to front her a little bit. And now Stolzenberg and the wings are going to step out and do some of the pressure out front. They go in the corner. Krask again. 3 on the way. Got it.
We got to get out. That's
Addison Krask.
Back-to-back threes.
Addison Krask was only 4 of 21. Or excuse me, she shot 102 three-pointers, made 32 during the regular season. Inside Garrett's. Garrett's spin move. Back out front. Heitzig. Smart move by Tori Garrett's. And Krask is going to get called for the foul out front. That'll be the first on Addison Krask. Jordan Bircher into the basketball game for Lauren Moss. 5:18 to go here in the third quarter. Lincoln up 43-20.
Now I'm trying to decide,
Bowman, Heitzig.
Again, see how she's just playing her with she has no vision.
And the back cut to Froby. Froby up and good. The freshman trying to watch Chloe, didn't watch for the basketball as well, got burned, and it's 45-20. Bircher in the backcourt, and got to cross the timeline against the Lincoln pressure. They go in the corner, Schultz, a cross-court pass, Bircher. Krask wanting that ball again. They go inside Schultz. Nice little spin move around Whiteman. Layup and good.
Yeah, our backs here. We got complacent there. We got to step this defense up just a little bit more. We got still a lot of ball game left here to go.
Froby out front. Froby, nice spin move, back cut, Heitzig layup, got it. Oh, that looked like the boys' backdoor play. It probably was. Froby the spin, Becca the cut, got the layup. They get across Taylor, threw the ball away. Bowman comes out of there with it. Here comes Jenna on the run. Jenna against the big girl, layup.
Jenna wants one. Oh! Jenna says, "Give me that."
49-22,
right
Lincoln lead. Back to 27. In the backcourt, Wilkie to Bircher. Still in the backcourt. There's the trap. Nearly had the basketball. Krask going to set up the 3 again. Didn't get it. Schultz over the back. No call. As Stolzenberg couldn't go get the basketball. Schultz in trouble against Whiteman. Out front. They go in the corner. Krask again. Krask Krask out front. Bircher throws up the three. Didn't get it. A little bit short.
Oh,
rebound.
yeah, there we go. Good
Addison
job.
Krask with another foul over the back, or push from behind.
There's that good positioning we're talking about. You don't always have to be the tallest. Okay, you got to be the smartest, and you get in front, you make contact, and you draw those fouls. You get those boards.
Moss and Schroeder back in the basketball game. Krask and Taylor going to take seats. And now Highland going to put some pressure on in the backcourt as Becca gets the ball inbounds from Bowman. Becca handoff to Frobe. Chloe with 33 so far in a basketball game, and Lincoln up 49-22. Out front, Heitzig into Frobe. Frobe the post move up, no good, around and out. Rebound Schroeder.
I think I would have liked her to get a little bit more set and did a drop step in that move, but she was going to post her up. She was doing what?
Highland across the timeline. Moss out front. They're posting Schultz inside now. Looking for that lob pass over the Lincoln defense. Wilkie shot out of the corner up. No good. Rebound. Yep. Whiteman got the rebound, and Schultz fouled her from behind.
Great position by Piper Whiteman. Again, playing just smart. Getting in front, making contact when that first shot, when the shot goes up. Great job by Piper Whiteman.
In other words, fundamental basketball coach.
Yep, exactly. Love to see it.
Heitzig going to drive it in the lane. 8-footer up, partially blocked, I think. Got her own rebound. Bowman, three on the way. No good. Heitzig tried to tip it out of there, and Moss will take out the rebound. Here comes Moss on the run quickly. Highland up the floor. Moss going to drive down the lane. Runs into three people. No call. Schultz the rebound up. No good. And I think Whiteman's going to get nailed on the foul.
Yep. Is it? No. Did they give it to Taryn? Or... Yep.
Foul is on Taryn Stolzenberg. I thought it was on Piper Whiteman. Taryn Stolzenberg, that is her second. And the team's second of the second half. 2:43 to go here in the third. Schultz up and got it.
Oh.
Back of the iron, dropped in. 49-23.
Took all of that rim.
Up and second one up and no good. Rebound Frobe. Frobe on the run. Ahead of the pack. Heitzig in the lane. Kick back to Frobe. Frobe three on the way. Got it! 2:35 to go. 52-23 the Lincoln lead. A Collision Concepts bang. Three out of Chloe Frobe. And Frobe steals the basketball. Up and oh yeah! Oh yeah! 54-23 the Lincoln lead. Give Chloe Frobe 38.
Oh, get that,
Ball
Piper Whiteman.
Oh. Whiteman couldn't come up with it. Layup time, no good. Rebound, Stolzenberg comes out of there with it. Quickly on the run to Heitzig. Heitzig, 2:08 to go. Heitzig down the lane, stopped, picked up her dribble, needs help in a hurry. Ball batted away. Becca comes out of there with it.
We got a timeout.
And a timeout
good
by
call.
Coach Taylor Rohr. It is a 30-second timeout. We've got more sponsors to tell you about because a bunch of them came on board. Collision Concepts sponsoring each and every three-pointer. 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online, collisionconcepts.com. The Lincoln Memorial Community Hospital Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves through offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers walking program on Wednesdays and the 8th annual LMH marketing opening May 20th. Moriarty Insurance Services, your local family-owned independent insurance agency for over 50 years, located at 617 Keokuk in Lincoln. Contact Kyle or Lindsay about 4% guaranteed interest for 6 years. 217-732-7341. Highland dangerously close to that running clock in the fourth quarter. You know, Coach, if they were going to make hay, it had to be in the third quarter to stay close and not have that running clock in the fourth.
Right.
They throw it into Whiteman. She's going to take a three. Up and front of the iron, no good. Bowman battles for the rebound. Almost had it.
She did.
Wilkie knocked it out of there to Schroeder. Minute 52 to go here in the third. In the corner, Wilkie. Wilkie back out front. Taylor fell down in the lane as Whiteman moved away from her. Out front, Bircher.
Look at Jenna battling down there.
Bircher to Moss. Moss, who will go down the lane out of control. Wilkie goes in the lane, lefty up, no good. Got her own rebound, kicks it back out front. Moss going to go in the lane, throws it to Taylor. Taylor against Whiteman, 5-footer, no good. Frobe hauls down the board. Frobe ahead to Heitzig, and here comes Beck on the run. Good bounce pass, Stolzenberg, got it!
Great team basketball there. Good transition break.
You could see that one coming when she got to half court.
And that's why you run the floor, kids.
56-23, a 33-point Lincoln lead with a minute 7 to go here in the third quarter. Out front to Moss. Moss, Wilkie. Wilkie, Bircher. Bircher, Wilkie. In the corner, Moss drives in, lays it up and good. Nice baseline drive by Lauren Moss. Ahead to Heitzig, 56-25, the Lincoln lead. And now Taylor Rohr tells them to spread it out. I think they're going to play for the last shot here of the third quarter. Inside to Froby. Froby, 5-footer, got it. Well, what do we know about the last shot?
You know what? Why not? Why not? When you're feeling it, why not?
58-25. Folks, Chloe Froby has 40 points. Ahead to Schroeder, up and good. 58-27. And now I would imagine they may try, unless they get an easy shot, to play for the last shot. Nope, here she goes. In the lane, kick out Bowman. 3 on the way. No. Go!
Oh, my God! Are you watching that?
A collision concept 3, a soft
And then
rim.
she just tied it, right?
61-27. Jenna Bowman, with her first 3 of the game, ties the school record at 72 for a season. Moss out front, a second to go, and they don't get a shot off. At the end of 3 quarters, it is Lincoln 61 and Highland 27. We'll send it back to the WLCN studios for a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have the final 8 minutes of this super-sectional matchup. You're listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart, and so they need you to stand with them.
Back here at the West Gym, Lincoln up 61-27. It will be a running clock here in the fourth quarter as they go inside to Schultz. Schultz against Bowman, throws it up, no good. Rebound, and Garrett's, I think, is going to get nailed for the foul.
You know what? The clock's running. Take 2 minutes, take a free throw.
7:40 to go as the clock winds down. The clock now the big enemy of Highland, as is the score. Again, 61-27 if you've just joined us. Highland got it together actually in the third quarter, scored 15 points in the third quarter, but the Lady Railers were able to put 22 on the scoreboard and extend the lead. You know, Coach, I have a feeling this team is like sharks in the water. They see the possibility of that running clock, and they're going to go for the running clock.
You know what? I think if you've been running up and down the court that long, they're like, hey, get that clock running. We're a little tired, but they don't look tired. They're still, this is something they wanted, and you could just see it in their eyes. They, you know, 2016 team got beat there at the Super-Sectionals, and this team has deemed this the revenge season, and they are definitely making revenge for that team.
Heitzig missed a shot in the lane. Her patented 10-footer. Froby got the rebound out of there. Heitzig again. Oh, bad pass to Froby. Froby chased it down. Froby, 20-footer up, blocked. It might have been partially blocked by Schultz. And Highland comes out of there with it. Bircher comes out of there with it. 6:35 to go in the basketball game. They go inside to Taylor. Taylor didn't even look to shoot.
No, she didn't.
Back out front, Schultz. They're trying to lob it into Taylor. Lincoln still playing good interior defense against Larissa Taylor. Highland working the ball around the perimeter. Wilkie in the corner, Schultz. Schultz out front, Wilkie to Schultz. They go inside Taylor. Taylor bowls her way in, got a 5-footer up and good. 6 minutes to go in the basketball game. The Lincoln lead is 61-31.
And that was her first basket of the half. She didn't score in that third quarter.
Which gives her right about her average, too. Heitzig the basketball, a little spin move. Thought she was looking for the back door. Gets it Froby. Froby going to go down the lane, kick out to Stolzenberg. Stolzenberg, it looks like the girls run a little bit of a weave now, maybe to try and run a little time. Gets it to Heitzig. Garrett's 15-footer. No, roll across the iron.
Bowman
battling
look at her
for the
still
rebound
battling.
with Wilkie. 5:39 to go. 61-31, the Lincoln lead. Schroeder. Wilkie going to take a long lefty three and got it. And that cuts the lead down to 61-34, a 27-point lead. Heitzig across the timeline. Heitzig, handoff Bowman. Bowman, Stolzenberg. Taryn goes in the corner, Becca. Becca, nice little crossover dribble. Looking out front, Froby. Froby against Wilkie. Nice spin move. Froby, corner, Heitzig. Heitzig drives baseline. Froby, 10-footer in the lane.
Nope.
Up back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Froby and Wilkie go for it, and it'll be a jump ball. Alternating possession. It will be Lincoln basketball. Piper Whiteman in the basketball game for Tori Garretts, and Tori gets a nice hand as she takes to the bench. Tori really battled inside.
Great game by Tori Garretts. She was in the right place, right? She did what she had to do, and that's what these girls do so well is their roles. They know what they've got to do to win the game and to win.
Clock winding down. They go inside Whiteman. Whiteman going to go down the lane. Left-handed layup. Didn't get it against Taylor. Nice move by Piper Whiteman. Wilkie comes out of there with it. Wilkie to Moss. Moss dribbled it off her leg, but kept the dribble going. Moss out of the corner. Three. Did everything but go down. Rebound underneath the basket by Schroeder. No good. And Bowman comes out of there with it, and Moss is down again. Lauren Moss looks like she may have an ankle or knee injury. I can't tell. She's limping. Right leg limping. Maybe cramping up for all I know.
Yeah. I don't know if that was earlier, too, because it seemed like they were working on her breathing, trying to get her to breathe, take some deep breaths. So
and she's going to come out of the basketball game, head in her hands. Nothing to be ashamed of. A hard-fought contest played by Lauren Moss and all the Highland girls tonight. 4:07 to go here in the basketball game. The fat lady hasn't sung yet, but she's suiting up and exercising her voice. Chloe steals the basketball back. Chloe going to go in for a layup. Didn't get it. Missed the bunny inside and going to commit the foul. Chloe Froby has 40 points. Had it 40 at the end of the third quarter. Still stuck on 40. I don't want to say the offense has become a little stagnant, but it looks like maybe Coach Rohrer was trying to run a few things on the floor just to run a little bit of time, maybe get the girls used to doing that at the end of a basketball game.
Yeah, and then I think, too, with the running clock, they kind of know, and that they know their emotions are still pumping, but this one's in the bag for them. So you can see them just playing, not, what do you call that? Like, that's a good shot, too.
Schroeder got a three-pointer down, 61-37. Highland showing a lot of life here in the fourth quarter. They've outscored Lincoln 10-0 here in the fourth quarter.
And what is it, 24-point game now?
Yeah. Running clock still going on, and Bowman hands off to Froby. Froby quickly ahead Whiteman. Piper needs to watch from behind. Whiteman back out Froby. Now Lincoln spreading the floor just a little bit. Froby going to drive in the lane, kick out Bowman. Bowman, Whiteman. Whiteman had the ball swiped away by Bircher. Yeah. And here comes Highland the other way. Bircher, spin move. Bircher, 10-footer off the baseline. Got it. Nice move by Jordan Bircher. Highland's got a fine freshman right there. You're going to hear a lot of that name in the future in girls basketball. Bowman in the corner, Stolzenberg.
We might need to start taking care of the basketball here. And
shot out of the corner by Bowman. Didn't get it.
Like maybe playing smart basketball right here, because right now we're not playing smart basketball.
2:22 to go. Wilkie, and the block going to get called on Heitzig, and gee, I don't know about that. That was
yeah.
I thought Wilkie was falling down before she ever hit.
I agree with you.
But Heitzig got her with the hip. Whiteman going to take a seat. For Becca, that is her first foul. Okay, listen up, folks.
Oh, yeah.
If you're there at home, if anybody's left back in Lincoln and Logan County, they will get a police escort again as they come home. It'll be the same route as last time. So if you want to start lining up out there.
Let's give Chloe.
And Chloe Froby going to go out. Wholesale substitutions for Lincoln. Chloe Froby exits the basketball game, as do all the starters, and a standing ovation from this Lincoln crowd. 61-39. Again, they're going to get a police escort into town. If you want to start lining up, they'll get them at the Sportsman Club. Take them down 5th to Logan, downtown around the square, and then out to Wyatt Avenue and the high school. Missed shot long by Schroeder. Ball out of bounds, a minute to play. And folks, the fat lady hasn't sung yet, but she's tuning up. stay tuned for the presentation afterwards. It's under a minute to play. Lincoln to inbounds the basketball. Mason McLeod goes inbound to Lily Holmes, and the freshmen get a little time here on the floor in the Super-Sectional. Holmes out front. Holmes going to drive down the lane. Lily going for the layup, scoop. Oh, couldn't get it. Ball batted out there by Clark. Highland has the basketball. Fleming the basketball as Highland has made wholesale substitutions. Stolen by Clark, knocked out of bounds. 61-39, the lead.
We need to get up. Everybody get up.
Crowd coming to its feet here as the clock is going to run out. Four, three, two, one. And there it is. Folks, we're going
to Redbird.
We're going to Redbird Arena. 61-39. The number 2 ranked Lady Railers go to 35-0 as they win the Class 3A Super-Sectional tonight over Highland here at Taylorville. Let's send it back to the WLCN's. No, let's keep it here. Let's keep it right here. Keep it right here because I believe there is a trophy or plaque presentation. Yes, I see the athletic director from Taylorville out in front of us. Lloyd's got the camera tuned into the presentation. Highland bows out at 26-8. And they've got some fine players. Again, 3 juniors, 2 seniors, and a fine freshman in Jordan Burchard. And the red and green express goes crazy.
Look at it going.
The students rush the floor. And Lincoln is going to Redbird Arena. They'll play at 11:45 Saturday or Friday morning. Against the winner.
There's my signature woohoo.
Against the winner of Lombard Montini. I can't talk now. Against the winner of Montini. And Deerfield. And I'm trying to get a score if the IHSA app will cooperate here. And the score right now at the end of the third quarter is Deerfield 43, Montini 33. Deerfield was a number 2 seed.
What's the score?
And it's 43-33 Deerfield. Deerfield was a number 2 seed, Montini a number 1 seed. Montini is a private school.
I'm going to run out. Can I get a picture real quick?
And the girls getting their picture taken. We're going to let Coach run out there and grab a picture. Tell you what, let's go ahead and send it back to the WLCN studios for a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will have more of the post-game show. As we go away, enjoy the Lincoln students out here. The Lincoln crowd doesn't want to leave. It is en masse here at Taylorville. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the post-game show. You've been listening to Lady Railer Basketball on WLCN FM.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Illinois. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSA and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
Game one for the ages, 35-0, and headed to Redbird Arena, the number 2 ranked team in the state. Nazareth, the number 1 ranked team. They were playing in one of the other Super-Sectionals tonight. As we checked last time, the Lady Railers' potential opponents were either Lombard-Montini or Deerfield. That was the way the IHSA set it up for an 11:45. We know Lincoln will be playing at 11:45 a.m. at Redbird Arena on Friday. And if Lloyd can correct me on this, we will not have streaming video of that basketball game. I believe that is precluded by the IHSA and their television contracts. We will have a radio broadcast, though.
We'll have something on YouTube.
And we will have something on YouTube. We don't know what. It won't be reruns of Gilligan's Island, I can tell you that. We will have something on YouTube. We will have something for you. There will be something streaming on the Mixler app. As my broadcast partner who ran out. No, that's all right. You ran out to get pictures. It's okay.
I know.
Hey,
trying to be mom, too.
First of all, I want to say this from, I guess, a personal aspect. It has been a load of fun working with you and Lloyd all year. And I owe these girls a great big debt of gratitude. I came back, when we moved back, all I wanted to do was this as a fill-in, and Jim had the girls, and we were doing girls' home games. I never dreamed of getting to broadcast in the state tournament, but the three of us get to go to Redbird Arena and broadcast the state tournament, and I can tell you very few people in the history of Lincoln basketball, whether it's girls or boys, have had that opportunity, and we get the opportunity to broadcast from Redbird Arena.
Yeah, you know, and we've talked over and over. Oh, look, we get to be true official. We're official. We actually get official badges.
Oh.
You know, we talk about earn not given a lot, and that was a kind of a hashtag that we took on years ago. These girls have truly earned it. They've put in the time, they put in the effort, they put in the work, and it's so amazing to see it come together, and they get to have these experiences. You want to, as a coach and as a teacher, you say, hey, you work hard and things are going to work out for you. So when it actually does and it comes together, it's truly amazing. It's an amazing sight. And like they said, they had deemed this revenge season, so this is pretty cool. A little bit of a revenge on our 2016.
I want to get in a few more sponsors that we didn't get in earlier. And folks, if we didn't get you all in, I do apologize. The game went pretty quick. Tartar Brothers Mechanical, 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, and online at tartarbrothers.com. Doug and Tina Lowry, Lloyd spelled their names right this time. Big fans of Lady Railer basketball. And let me tell you something, folks. In the absence of newspaper coverage, Tina Lowry does an incredible job covering both the boys and girls, all of the Lincoln High School sports, Lincoln and Lincoln Grade School sports for LincolnDailyNews.com. She does a wonderful job. Lynn Paulus does a great job at taking pictures. Gator Logistics Materials, don't waste your time and money dealing with brokers and distributors for your company's packing and shipping supplies. Reach out at GatorLM.com for more information and a quote. Holmes Farms, call 217-306-4785. The Johnson family, what can we say about Keith and Diana? Grandpa Keith, thanks for the cookies. I'll be eating them on the way home, I guarantee, because I'm hungry. But Diana has been our good luck charm. When Diana came up here from Dallas, she made her travel plans back on March the 7th after the state tournament. She's been our good luck charm so far. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 217-735-5385. The Lincoln Banking Center, a division of the First National Bank in Tremont, located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about their products and services. Bees Landscaping for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. And hey, spring is coming real quick. You're going to need Bees Landscaping. Call 217-732-4300. The State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust. Spend less time managing your money with State Bank of Lincoln digital banking options. Visit hbtbank.com/SB Lincoln. State Bank of Lincoln is an equal housing lender. And of course, our wonderful alums who are still around here somewhere, the Lady Railer alums are still up there somewhere.
I think we got some there, some down here on the floor.
And some came out here on the floor. The Lady Railer alums, over 60 of them, got together to sponsor postseason broadcasts. And boy, did it pay off in a big way for them, because we're going to Redbird Arena.
We're going to Redbird. Yep, we're going to Redbird. And I guess it's not really at Redbird, but we're going to call it Redbird, because is it SEPQ now or something like that?
No.
Oh, no.
First of all, they don't sponsor us. I'm not giving them any props. And the other thing is, I'm still bitter. My student fees paid for part of Redbird Arena when I was a student at ISU. We were still in Horton Fieldhouse. The basketball coach convinced us to build Redbird Arena, and my student fees paid for part of it. Do I own part of it? Does that mean I own part of it?
You do. I think you know what? I think you're part of it.
Like Bobby V, I actually got to play pickup games on the floor at Horton Fieldhouse, but I've never got to shoot any buckets at Redbird Arena, even though I paid for part of it. So if I sound a little bitter, folks, I am.
Yeah, right.
I am. All right, so.
You want me to go get some of them?
No, I think you can if you want, just a couple, because I don't think we've got time to interview all of them tonight. But
I'll get a couple.
The media obligations right now, we're looking for the coach. We're looking for Coach Rohrer. And she had probably been intercepted by somebody in the media. She gave me a quiz earlier, and it's like, wait a minute. I'm not in school anymore. I don't have to take quizzes.
You know what? And I was trying to find out, but maybe somebody else out there. Let's see if I was trying to find out here we go. Oh, she didn't respond. I was trying to figure out who Jocelyn Owens plays for over on the professional team volleyball. So if somebody knows that and knows me and wants to text.
My sometimes previous broadcast partner, Kirk Whiteman, wandering around, and Happy Papa goes out and hugs a very happy daughter.
Well, if you haven't noticed, you see there's Piper's mom, Angie, and then some of her friends made, and when Piper was little, we coined the term Pretty Piper. We just called her Pretty Piper. They've made shirts with Piper's face on them that says, if you want to win, put Pretty Piper in. So
hopefully you folks at home are doing something loud, setting off fireworks or something. And hey, if you didn't do it this time, Friday morning, turn all the volume up on the radios or iPads or computers out at Walmart. If you're in a restaurant or a watering hole, have them turn the game up. We want it as loud as it can be in Lincoln and Logan County. We want this broadcast to be heard by everybody, whether they got a radio on or not. So again, we are on the post-game show looking for Coach Taylor Rohrer to come over, as Kerry Froby has gone out in search of maybe a player or two that maybe we could talk to here in the post-game show. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcasts all year, because, folks, we really enjoyed bringing them to you. This is a special basketball team. It's a special moment in Lincoln High School history. The third state tournament appearance, the third Final Four appearance for the Lincoln Lady Railer basketball program. Again, the first coming in 1978, when the program was still relatively young, as Jan Bowers and company nearly made it all the way, running into Kathy Boswell, who would go on to stardom at Illinois State University. And Jan later played with Kathy Boswell at Illinois State. Still end up with a second-place finish. And Steph Reichley and Angie Bossingham getting the team to state in the late 90s and picking up the fourth-place hardware. But this is the first trip to state, or the first trip to the Final Four, since the IHSA has gone to four-class basketball and since the tournament format has changed. So here is the schedule for you if you're wondering. Lincoln will play at 11:45 a.m. Friday from Redbird Arena in the second semifinal game for the girls 3A state tournament. If they win, they would play on Saturday, and we'll give you the exact time later for that, but I believe that is Saturday late afternoon, early evening, as all 4 state champions are crowned on Saturday. If for some reason, heaven forbid, they would lose, they would play in the third place game, 7 p.m. on Friday night, as Lloyd Kirby's gone looking for coach. And again, the media presence here is quite a bit. Taylorville's own Tommy TV broadcast the game. Highland had a streaming service up here today, and a number of print and internet media people have been here covering this basketball game, including the flagship station for Lincoln Railer Sports, WLCN 96.3 FM. Let's go, and here comes Taylor Rohrer now.
I forgot. Thank you.
You can take that one if you want to, that's fine. I don't care which one you take. Just let me know if you can hear me. You can hear me. Oh, by the way, here's my quiz, Teach.
Oh, good job. Thank you.
First of all, on a personal note, I never dreamed in my wildest dreams, broadcasting was not a dream of mine. I enjoy it. When we moved back here to Illinois, it was filling in for the boys. Jim Ash said, hey, we need somebody to do the girls' games. Happy to do it. Have enjoyed growing and watching this team and watching them grow. But never in my wildest dreams did I think I would have an opportunity to broadcast from the state tournament. So on behalf of myself, on behalf of Carrie, on behalf of Lloyd here, thank you and the girls very much for making it possible for us to put that feather in our hat.
I'm glad I could do it. I'm glad these kids could do it.
A team that still came out focused and I don't want to say struggled in the first quarter, but Highland had a game plan in the first quarter to go inside, and Larissa Taylor was a ton to handle.
Absolutely, and you know what? We spent 3 days preparing for her. We knew she was going to be a ton. She's a good player, and we anticipated that. You know, we did. We spent 3 days, almost the entire practice every day, preparing for their big.
You did a very, very good job. I can't say enough about the job that you did on Grace Wilkie, their leading scorer. You held her, I think, scoreless in the first half, and she really didn't come alive until late in the second half where she hit a couple of buckets. But a real good job by your girls covering their shooters, and they've got some shooters.
Absolutely. We knew they had shooters. You know, we wanted to make sure we controlled their big inside because we know that she's a threat and us being so small. But, you know, we knew 15 was going to be a big threat. We knew 10 could shoot and 22 could shoot, but, you know, 15 and 24, that's what we were focused on today.
You put up 24 in the second quarter, and I told Coach that the girls are like sharks in the water. When you got close to that running clock, I know that they know it, and they're going for that running clock. That shuts everything down at that point. Pretty much it's over at that point when you get the running clock, and they went for it late in the third quarter.
Absolutely, and you know, when they came to the bench at the end of the third quarter, they said, how much is it? I said, it's enough for a running clock, and I said, okay, we're done. And they kind of, you know, sat back and, you know, they just played a great game, and we're really proud of them. I don't think we scored in the fourth quarter, which I got to be honest with you, I think we've had a few games where we haven't really scored in the fourth quarter. So that's, you know, par for the course.
It wasn't that you didn't have opportunities. There were some bunny shots that were missed in the fourth quarter that just rolled off the rim. But, you know, that fourth quarter, you got that running clock. It's very limited possessions in the fourth quarter. And Highland kind of came alive there in the fourth quarter, put up a few points, made some shots in the fourth quarter, but it was pretty much over at that point.
They did. You know, we didn't want to give up those shots, but, you know, we came out of our press and the kids knew, and I think they just kind of took a little bit of a break. But it's okay. It doesn't matter.
I don't want to call it, and I guess I apologize if I call it the boys' backdoor play, but I've seen Coach Al run it so much. I watched your girls run it to perfection out there, and I thought, wow, that is a heck of a backdoor play for them to be able to run. And it was executed perfectly. You did a wonderful job with that. I think you executed it a couple times really well.
We actually did it back to back. It was Becca to Chloe, then Chloe to Becca, I think, and yeah, they did. I was surprised we were able to get it back to back, but they did it. They executed, and they did a great job.
We noticed that about the halftime that the Highland girls, it's very warm in here tonight, that the Highland girls looked, and you expecting, it must have been probably really warm for you, wasn't it?
Hot. Yeah. I think I'm sweating more than the girls.
Well, she was complaining about being hot. It was warm over here, but we noticed that the Highland girls looked flushed at halftime. They looked like they were tired.
And we talked about that at the half because they had gotten a lot of open looks out of our press, and it was because they were gassed, and that's why their shot wasn't falling. And so we kind of told our kids at the half, like, you're lucky because they're getting these open looks. We're not covering it. You're lucky they're tired. I don't think our kids showed that if they were tired. I don't think it showed. Maybe not till the fourth quarter.
I was going to say a little bit in the fourth quarter. Then we just not so much showed. We just started playing like, we've got this.
Yeah.
And they just started, well.
Okay, I've got some scoring updates you may be interested in.
Okay.
Obviously, we won. Nazareth beat Fenwick tonight, 53-20.
Yeah.
Deerfield, with 10 seconds to go, leads Montini by 7. And at halftime, Marion Catholic leads Peoria 15-12.
Okay.
So Peoria and Nazareth are in the other bracket going into state.
Right. Yeah, we'll see either Deerfield or Montini. It sounds like we're going to see Deerfield, which is kind of what we had expected. They've got a few really good guards.
They got 3 Division I guards.
Yeah.
You get to the Final Four, and you obviously are going to see a lot of good players come to Final Four.
Yep,
absolutely. And we got a couple days to prepare, and we're going to get ready, and we're going to go out there and we're going to do what we do.
So the question is, the next question I have is, I noticed this during the game. Jordan Bircher's a fine freshman for Highland. She's going to be a heck of a basketball player in the future. But I got a sense that Chloe knew that she was guarding her and said, I'm taking you to school tonight, because I watched Chloe take her one-on-one more than once down the lane, and the poor Bircher girl could not handle her defensively.
Well, yes, and and I told Chloe at halftime, go to the basket. We want you attacked. She's like, I am. Well, take your girl every time. Like you have her. Like, make them switch off of you. Make them put somebody else on you. I went and watched Highland play, and I thought she was a nice little guard. But she's young, and Chloe's just so experienced, and she's a little bit of a bigger guard. Like, she knows how to use her body. It's a real strong body, and she did a phenomenal job getting to the basket tonight. And from the film that we saw, we knew that Chloe and Becca would be able to get to the rim, and that was the goal.
After the first quarter, you subbed in Piper Whiteman a little bit, and then your girls really started pushing on Larissa Taylor. She had 7 in the first half, and she averages about 9 a game, and I think she only had 2 the second half, or she got 2 in the second half.
Right.
She got to her average, but you really shut her down after scoring those 7 points in the first quarter by kind of pushing her and making her uncomfortable, not just camping 5 to 8 feet from the bucket.
Right, and that's, we usually play our defense a certain way, but we have talked about, like, you got to push them off the block. You got to push them off where they're comfortable. If she catches a foot outside the block, she might not be comfortable enough to shoot that. She'll kick it out. And I thought the kids did a really nice job on her, especially with the size difference. And we knew they'd look to throw that lob, and our help side came across, and they kind of stopped throwing it.
Okay, so do you get to see your I don't want to call him your better half, but do you get to see your other half because you're getting a police escort back into town again tonight?
Yep.
Yeah, but Jason's not my husband.
Oh, he's not? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Somebody told me he was. I apologize.
A lot of people think he is, but no, he's not.
Because his wife's name is Taylor too, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So they may have said Taylor Roar, but yes, they both have wives named Taylor.
All right. My husband's name is Neil.
Okay.
And he's a farmer, not a police officer.
Well, I thought he was, and it's like, no, somebody told me, no, that's not the case.
Right.
So apparently Aurora is going to escort you into town, just not your husband.
Right. Yes, my husband's cousin. Yes.
All right. So a family member will be escorting you into town then?
Yes. That is
yes.
accurate.
Is Neil in bed already? You got to get up early in the morning?
Oh, no, he's here.
He's
here.
Her mom and dad come too.
Yep.
Like
Well, I knew her mom and I knew
they
her
drive
mom.
down from where
From like the suburbs.
The suburbs. So and Neil's right over there.
Yeah, Neil's here. My aunt's here. Yep. My sisters are watching in Seattle. My brother's watching in Louisiana.
You know, yeah, and we had another record number of viewers tonight. I don't know what it got up to. 1,300 viewers we had online.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
We're going to crack the Nielsen ratings here before long. And I want you to think about it. You filled up probably a good almost 3/4 of this facility tonight. The Lincoln people came out in force, and you've got the town buzzing about this girls basketball team and the way they play.
The girls have the town buzzing. They did it. It's all them. They're incredible, and we're so thankful for the support that we've gotten. It's awesome.
So let me ask you this. I heard your interview with Jim Rupert the other day. I knew you came from Northern Illinois. Did you play point guard in high school?
I did.
Did you play it in college? Where'd you go to college at?
I played for a couple years at Central Methodist University, which is in Missouri. It's about 30 minutes outside of Columbia.
And you got a coaching job up north out of high school?
Out of college.
Out of college.
Well,
out of college.
I was still in college, so when I transferred back home to NIU, and I finished my degree there. But when I was finishing my degree, I coached for 3 years at Rosary, which is in Aurora, and then I coached for a year at Elgin Larkin.
Okay.
All assistant though.
So the head opportunity comes open down here.
Right.
And you're a big city girl coming from a small town, coming to a small town, and let's face it, the girls basketball program at that time was not in good shape.
Correct.
I mean, we're being kind there. What did you think when you first came to Logan County? I mean, it's farmland, and if there's no crops in the field, it's just you can see forever. And the town shuts up sometimes at 9 o'clock at night.
Well, I thought I'd get to live my dream of coaching high school girls basketball as a head coach, and that was the most important thing. And then you go and fall in love, and here we are 11 years later. So it's been an incredible ride.
You've had a chance to see the passion that the town has for basketball in general, and the boys program because of its long winning tradition, the passion that goes there. We're starting to see some of that passion filter over, and it's really filtering over into the girls program. Winning cures a lot of things. Did you think when you came down here that it would get to this point during your time?
I mean, you got to hope that it will. I mean, that's why you're doing it. You want to build something. You want to build a program. You want kids to be involved. You want them to be playing this amazing sport. And, that was the goal. It's always been the goal. You want to get to state. It's, you don't just go through the motions. And luckily, I've been fortunate enough to coach some really incredible kids. And, from day one to 11 years later, and it just keeps getting sweeter and sweeter.
So, and Coach Al is he telling you the bus is leaving without you? I hope not.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Coach Al and Coach Greg here tonight. Denise Alexander here tonight. Well, Coach, you got 35 down and 2 to go.
Yep.
And so I do have one question for you. Coming up with the state tournament, there's going to be, she's always told me that the girls are grounded, but knowing this, the attention now that's going to be focused on you from media people, there's going to be glad handers, there's going to be some distractions. There'll be distractions for you and distractions for them in the coming week. How do you handle that?
Well, I think that anytime you step on the floor, you're focused on what you're doing. And I just think that this is, I know they're young, but they're real mature. And they know what's at stake here. And they want it, just as bad as I do. And so they're going to, there will be distractions. There were distractions, from sectionals to now, because everybody's buzzing and the kids want, off of school. And so there's a lot that goes on. And I just think that these kids are so focused on what they want, and there's not a doubt in my mind that they're going to show up and play on Friday.
So come Friday, you're going to be playing in a cavern Does that concern you? Because when we talked about this, I was a student at Illinois State University, and I had a chance to go out and play on the floor at the old Horton Fieldhouse, but I've never set foot on the floor in Redbird Arena. I don't know what it's like for shooters, but it's open all the way around.
Right.
Does that concern you? Because you played in high school gyms so far, you haven't had a chance to play. First of all, you're playing on a floor that's 10 feet longer,
right,
and you're playing in a cavern that is Redbird Arena. Does that concern you?
It doesn't, because I just think that as long as there's a court and a ball and 2 rims, I think these girls are going to come out and play basketball. We might have to make a few adjustments here and there, and we've done that for every game we've played this season, and so we're just going to keep doing it. And the girls just got to get a lot of shots in during warm-ups and get a feel for the rim. Luckily, we did play there this past summer, and we did get 1 game on that court, so they have played there before. A few months back, but they've played there, so I'm not concerned.
You have shown a propensity. The girls did shoot the ball fairly well from the outside tonight, but you've shown a propensity as the tournament has gone on to get a lot of points inside off of back cuts, off of nice passes, shovel passes. Becca had one pass down here that was a wonderful shovel pass, I think, to Tori, who laid it up and in. You've shown that propensity. That may come in very handy for you up at Redbird Arena if for some reason your shooters aren't able to adjust fully to the background there.
The kids are great passers, and we work on those offenses, and the shovel pass is something Becca's been working on for a little over a year now, and she's become really good at it. And we're going to come out and we're going to play our game. We're going to do what we do, and we're going to give it our all.
All right. Well, we're going to see you at 11:45 at Redbird Arena on Friday. Can you believe we're saying that? 11:45. We're at Redbird Arena. We are part of the Final Four of 3A basketball. Congratulations to you and the team. This has been a long road for you for 11 years, but congratulations to you. The point you've got this program, it's quite a success.
Thank you. I have incredible kids.
Do you have any idea? You're going to be leaving shortly here on the bus. Are you guys stopping on the way home?
No, we'll probably just head right into Lincoln. I think that there's going to be another escort, and we're going to do that. So.
All right. So you have apparently the notes that you need from me about Abraham Lincoln and the town.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know what that's for, but apparently I had to take a quiz, Lloyd.
Well, Coach Al told me that I needed this ready to go, so I was like, well.
Coach Al wouldn't pull your leg now, would he?
So I turned to you. Well, I think that from his, he's been there before, so he knows. He knows different things that they might need from us, so we wanted to be prepared. And so I know you're a history buff.
That's true. That's true.
And a stat buff.
Well, a history buff. First of all, you can't be from the city of Lincoln and not live with the man himself, and not know a little bit about him and his trials around there, because it's part of the tourism industry. So, well, 2 more to go.
2 more. Thank you.
2 more. Thank you for joining us on the
Thanks to Railer Nation for coming out tonight.
Thank you for joining us on the post-game show. Go get yourself something to drink and get on the bus and get headed home. Get rested with these kids. You got practice tomorrow.
You got practice tomorrow.
All right. Talk to you later.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach Rohr, for joining us here on the post-game show. My broadcast partner left me, and I can't read her writing, so I was hoping she'd have the points totaled up. We know Chloe Froby into the game with 40 points tonight. Oh, heck with it, folks. Check Tina Lowry's article on Lincoln Daily News tomorrow for the final stats, the final scoring here, as Taylor Rohr has got another set of nets that have been cut down and put around her neck. Again, Lincoln plays at 11:45 Friday morning at Redbird Arena. They're part of the Final Four. They will have 2 games up there no matter what. We just don't know what days they'll be on yet. Again, if they lose, it's Friday night, and if they play or if they win, it is Saturday night, and I think the 3A title game is at 7 p.m. It's either 6 or 7 on Saturday night, I believe. 7, right, because I think they go with an afternoon session for 1A and 2A, but all 4 state champions crowned up at Redbird Arena. Hey, Lloyd will have some ticketing information for you on the social media accounts and on WLCN's website. If he doesn't have it up already, he's already wearing his IHSA General Media Pass. Probably going to get him out of the speeding tickets on the way home. So, folks, thanks for joining us tonight for Station Manager Jim Ash. For all of you wonderful sponsors out there, thank you, Railer Nation, for tuning in. Thank you for coming out. Get those tickets and get to Redbird Arena. We want to have a presence at Redbird Arena like the boys had in 2013 and 14 over at Carver Arena during the state tournament. Trust me, if there had not been a Lincoln crowd over there, would have been much of a crowd for that 3A state tournament. As my broadcast partner comes back over here, taking pictures of your son. I'm just getting ready to sign off the air.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to go take some more pictures.
That's all right.
They're so cute. You got to take the pictures.
Do you have a final word for the folks in Railer Nation?
Let's show up. Here we are. We're going to Redbird.
We're going to Redbird Arena. You're not going to get us kicked out. We'll be on press row. There's no cheering on press row. You know that, don't you?
Oh.
She's in trouble already.
Might be bad for me.
She's in trouble already, folks. There's no cheering on press row. And but we've really enjoyed this season. Has been a joy for everybody here at WLCN. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Please patronize them. Tell them you heard about them here on WLCN. Folks, if you can, do a little business with them. Kick them a few bucks for doing a little business with them. They'll set you up. They'll be good to you.
Oh, wait, real quick.
The sponsors, go ahead.
I am going to try to post to somebody in We Are Railer Nation where the bus is located, kind of give everybody a estimated time and ETA of when the girls will be getting into Lincoln. So
that is on the We Are Railer Nation Facebook page.
Yes,
right?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
That's all right.
Yep.
So on behalf of Station Manager Jim Ash, on behalf of Lloyd Kirby, our expert cameraman and marketing manager, he's going to Redbird Arena with us to do something up there. Won't be running the camera, folks. Folks, we will not have the stream from Lloyd's camera. We can't do it because of the IHSA regulations. We'll have something on YouTube. I don't know what it is. And fortunately, Carrie's glasses just got saved. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to see the game up at Redbird Arena. For Jolie Lurcher, who had a blast, hopefully working back at the station tonight. What a great job she does. For everybody involved in the WLCN family, we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Thanks for listening. Lincoln wins it big here tonight, 61-37 over the Highland Bulldogs, and Lincoln is going to Redbird Arena as part of the Final Four and hopefully to bring home a state championship trophy on Saturday night. Good night, and thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer postseason basketball. WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball is brought to you by Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln. Whether buying or selling, trust the professionals at Me Realty. For more information, check out merealty.com. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. The Comfort Inn and Suites near Route 66, providing you with relaxing accommodations and essential travel amenities you need. The Lincoln Dare program, Dare to Resist Drugs and Violence. The Lincoln Hampton Inn. You'll love all the luxury and amenities the Hampton Inn has to offer, including a delicious full hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, and whirlpool along with competitive rates. James Siddons, a proud supporter and fan of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Hair and Nail Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Collision Concepts, located at 1005 Macon Street, just off Woodlawn Road, west of Culver's. Call 217-735-2100 or find them online at collisionconceptsinc.com. The Lincoln Memorial Hospital Community Health Collaborative, improving the health of the people and communities it serves through offerings such as the LMH Trailblazers Walking Program on Wednesdays and the 8th Annual LMH Market, opening May 20th. Moriarty Insurance Services, your local, family-owned independent insurance agency for over 50 years. Located at 617 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, contact Kyle or Lindsay about 4% guaranteed interest for 6 years. Phone 217-732-7341. Gator Logistic Materials, Don't waste your time and money dealing with brokers and distributors for your company's packaging and shipping supplies. Chomp through the red tape and buy directly from manufacturers right here in Illinois. Buy from Gator. Reach out at GatorLM.com for more information and a quote. Doug and Tina Lowry, big fans of Lady Railer basketball. Tartar Brothers Mechanical at 602 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln and online at tartarbrothers.com. Holmes Farms, growing for the future. Learn more at facebook.com/holmesfarms or call 217-306-4785. The Johnson family, in honor of Keith Johnson, a proud supporter of Lincoln Lady Railer basketball for 50 years. Lincoln Heating and Cooling, 1716 Tremont Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-5835. The Lincoln Banking Center, a division of the First National Bank in Tremont, your local bank that strives to build relationships and is trusted with your community's financial needs. Located at 710 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Visit TremontBank.com to learn more about products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Bees Landscaping, for all your outdoor landscaping projects and needs. Located at 1302 State Route 10 East in Lincoln, across from Lincoln Christian University. Call 217-732-4300. Tracy Welch, Mayor, City of Lincoln. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust Company. Spend less time managing your money with State Bank of Lincoln digital banking options. State Bank of Lincoln, helping you plan for those moments while living in the moment. State Bank of Lincoln is an equal housing lender. Visit hbtbank.com/SB Lincoln. LCHS Lady Railer alumni. Lincoln Lady Railer basketball, a proud tradition of Lincoln Community High School athletics. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Lady Railer postseason basketball. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.